Imagine waking up tomorrow with the power to pause, rewind, or fast-forward your life. Every choice you ever regretted, every moment you wished could last forever, now at your fingertips. Sounds incredible, right? But what if I told you this power could come with terrifying consequences that no one is prepared for? Could you survive the temptation, or would it destroy you? Welcome back to What If Universe, where we explore the impossible, the mind-bending and the shocking truths hidden in science, history, and human potential. Today, we're asking a question that has haunted philosophers, scientists, and dreamers for centuries. What if humans could control time? And not just a little, total control. Pause, rewind, or fast-forward life itself. What would happen if every second became yours to command? And more importantly, should you? First, let's talk about the science behind time. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us time isn't fixed. It's a dimension, like space, that can stretch and contract. Time moves differently, depending on your speed and gravity. Astronauts on the International Space Station experience this every day. They age just a tiny fraction slower than we do on Earth. But manipulating time on a human scale? That's pure speculation, for now. Scientists have theorized ideas like time crystals, structures that repeat in time instead of space. Imagine stepping into a room where your clock runs backward, or quantum experiments that hint at particles existing in multiple moments simultaneously. These are the building blocks of time control. But even minor interference with time could have ripple effects we can't predict. Changing the past, even by a second, might rewrite entire histories. Think about it. If you could pause time, what would happen if you tried to interact with frozen objects? Would you be trapped? Could the air itself fail? Time is intertwined with energy, motion, and matter. One small miscalculation, and a world frozen in time could become a deadly trap. Now imagine you can pause time. Cars freeze mid-air, birds hover, people suspended. At first it seems magical. You could skip traffic, cheat deadlines, or steal a peek at secrets. But consider this. If everything stops, what about gravity, oxygen, or natural processes? The tiniest disruption could spiral into chaos. Imagine trying to cook food while time is paused. Does it burn? Does it decay? Suddenly, simple actions become terrifying experiments. Rewinding time seems safer. Undo mistakes, relive memories. Perfect. But here's the catch. Every action you undo creates a ripple. You save a butterfly, and maybe a predator starves. You stop someone from falling, and history shifts. You could alter relationships, economies, even global events without intending to. The butterfly effect isn't a myth. It's a ticking time bomb. Fast-forwarding life seems tempting. Skip pain, boredom, or waiting periods. But imagine leaping into the future and seeing your world already ruined, or completely transformed. Skipping ahead might save time. But what about growth, lessons, or connections? Life isn't just about survival, it's about experience. Long-term, controlling time could unravel everything we take for granted. Relationships could collapse. You could undo conflicts, but also erase bonds formed through struggle. Societies could implode if leaders or citizens tamper with history. Entire economies might collapse before they even exist. Even small manipulations could snowball into disaster. And what about evolution? Humanity exists as it does because of the flow of time, because of challenges, failures, and chance. Alter time too drastically, and you could erase yourself before you even existed. Could you imagine erasing your own birth by changing a single event decades earlier? That's not just science fiction. It's a plausible consequence of unchecked time control. Now imagine multiple people with this power. Governments, corporations, even rogue individuals could rewrite history at will. Wars could be undone or started anew. What if someone erased a major discovery or fast-forwarded humanity into technological collapse? Total control of time is not freedom, it's responsibility beyond comprehension. Humans aren't built to handle absolute control. Pausing life, rewinding mistakes, skipping days. It might seem freeing, but it could destroy the mind. Reliving moments endlessly or skipping life's natural flow could trigger obsession, despair, or madness. Time gives structure. Without it, the mind frays. Studies on isolation show that even days without stimulation can cause hallucinations and panic. Now imagine months, years, or decades in manipulated time loops. Would you remain sane? Could you handle endless repetition, reliving the same moments, knowing you control them but can't escape their weight? Even worse, fast-forwarding could make life feel meaningless. Achievements become hollow when time is no longer a limit. Would love, ambition, and joy retain value if they can be paused or erased at will? Beyond science and psychology, time control raises deep ethical questions. Should humans even have this power? Who decides what changes are justified? Undoing mistakes might sound noble, but who decides which mistakes matter? Every choice creates a moral labyrinth. Philosophers argue that struggle gives life meaning, removed limits, and the universe risks becoming hollow. Time is the invisible thread connecting events, experiences, and growth. Without it, meaning itself could vanish. And yet, the temptation remains. Power over time is ultimate, irresistible, and dangerous. So what if humans could control time? The answer is both amazing and terrifying. Every action, every choice, every second, magnified beyond comprehension. You could create miracles or disasters. Would you dare take control, knowing the stakes could be the collapse of reality itself? If this video made you question everything you thought you knew about life, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-bending scenarios. And comment below, if you could control time for one day, what would you do first? I'll be reading every answer. Until next time, keep wondering, because in the universe of possibilities, anything could happen.